Back to School Relationships. Books Seedling. Part 5 Emotional Ending and Life Lessons 2000 words asterisk. As the school year reaches its later months, something changes. Hallways feel familiar. Faces feel known. The chaos of new beginnings settles into quiet understanding. Part 5 is not about drama, jealousy, or heartbreak, it's about reflection, healing, and the lessons back to school relationships leave behind. This is the ending where everything finally makes sense. 1. Looking back at the year, what changed? At the start of the year, you walked into school with expectations. Friendships you thought would last forever. Crushes you hoped would turn into love. Groups you believed you belonged to. Now, looking back, some people are still there. Others are just memories. Back to school relationships teach that time reveals truth. Not everyone who starts the journey with you finishes it beside you. And that's not failure, it's growth. 2. The people who stayed. Among all the changes, there are a few people who stayed consistent. They were there, on bad exam days, during emotional breakdowns, when rumors spread, when you felt invisible. These people didn't need reasons to stay. They didn't demand perfection, they simply chose you. Back to school teaches you to recognize loyalty, not through words, but through actions. 3. The people who left. Some people left quietly, some left with drama, some left without explanation. At first, their absence hurts. You replay conversations, you question yourself, you wonder what you did wrong. But later, you understand, some people leave not because you were wrong, but because you were no longer the same. Growth makes some connections uncomfortable. 4. Lessons learned from broken friendships. Broken friendships leave scars, but they also leave wisdom. They teach you, not everyone deserves full access to your heart. Silence can be a form of self-respect. Boundaries are necessary, not selfish. Memories don't justify mistreatment. Back to school relationships show that losing the wrong people makes space for the right ones. 5. Lessons learned from love and heartbreak. Crushes, love, and heartbreak shape emotional maturity. You learn, love should feel safe, not confusing. Rejection doesn't reduce your worth. Not every feeling is meant to last. Letting go is sometimes an act of love. Back to school heartbreak teaches resilience. It reminds you that your heart can break, and still heal stronger. 6. Becoming emotionally stronger. Without realizing it, you change. You become more aware of your emotions. Less dependent on validation, stronger in silence, kinder to yourself. Back to school relationships don't just connect people, they build character. Pain becomes perspective, loss becomes strength. 7. Learning to choose yourself. One of the biggest lessons school teaches is self-choice. You learn to walk away from disrespect, stop forcing connections, value your peace, protect your mental health. Choosing yourself doesn't mean being selfish. It means you finally understand your worth. 8. The beauty of temporary people. Not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people come to teach you a lesson, show you your strength, help you grow, prepare you for better connections. Back to school relationships teach that temporary doesn't mean meaningless. Even short connections can change you deeply. 9. Forgiveness. Letting go of emotional weight. Holding anger is heavy. As the year ends, you realize forgiveness is not about excusing others, it's about freeing yourself. You forgive the friend who betrayed you, the crush who didn't choose you, the version of yourself who didn't know better. Back to school becomes a journey of emotional release. 10. Gratitude for the journey. You become grateful for the lessons, for the people who stayed, for the pain that taught you strength, for the growth you didn't notice happening. Back to school relationships leave marks, but also meaning. 11. Walking forward with wisdom. As the year closes, you walk differently. You trust slowly, love carefully, choose deeply, value loyalty. You don't fear being alone anymore. You don't chase attention. You don't beg for space in anyone's life. You understand. The right people stay. The wrong ones teach. Final ending. Back to school relationships begin with excitement and end with wisdom. They teach you who you are, what you deserve, how to love, when to let go. Some people walk beside you. Some walk away. Some walk through your life briefly, but leave footprints forever. And when the school year ends, you realize something beautiful. You didn't just grow academically. You grew emotionally. You grew mentally. You grew into yourself. That is the real education. Seedling. One if you want. A short YouTube script version. A dramatic storytelling version. Or a motivational ending monologue. Just tell me what you need next. Smile.